Hi everyone and welcome back to the Overtake GT. This is the Delta Integrale rally car from 1992. 600 pp 4-wheel drive, 491 brake horsepower. This thing's an absolute blast. Also, you get a nice easy 30 plus seconds win to Cockabun. What is not to love if you go Tokyo in this thing? Absolutely outstanding and a dominant force wherever you take it. So if you've got yours and you don't know what to do, well, if you fancy making some quick and easy credits, follow me to the tuning shop. Let's go! Okay, so now we're at the tuning shop. There's a few things that are already purchased on the car, so we'll go through them together at the same time. But make sure what I say you need, that's what you get. Very important. Let's start. Under sports, you want to get sport hard tyres. They're the tyres you need, sport hard. Okay. Club sports, you want to get a power restrictor and a ballast. Semi-racing, you want to get a fully customizable computer, a high RPM turbocharger and a fully customizable LSD. Under racing, you want to get a racing silencer, a racing brake kit, slotted discs on this build, brake balance controller, fully customizable suspension, a torque vectoring center differential, fully customizable racing transmission. Under extreme, get a steering angle adapter, and under ultimate, you don't need anything from there. Nice, quick, easy, like ripping a plaster off. No problem at all. Right, let's get to GT Auto and finish this build. So now we're at GT Auto. The biggest piece of advice I can give you, other than going to car customization, is go here and change the oil when this car needs it, because it does need it every few hundred miles. So make sure you do change that. Keep an eye on it. Don't cost yourself any more money than you need to. Getting back to this car customization, obviously we'll sort of the wheels first as always, and the ones I've gone for, there they are, the raised bulk racing wheels. So get those on, 16-inch standard, rim width standard, offset standard, get them installed, and look at how gorgeous that car looks. Very, very fitting, isn't it? Lovely, jubbly. Right, moving on. Custom parts at the front, it's up to you. You know, standard if you just want the normal grille, or Type A if you want the rally lights. That's what I've gone for. And the rear, again, up to you. Do you want the mud flaps rolled up or do you want them down? That is it. Nice and simple. They're your options. Get them done. As you can see, livery editor, so I've changed this so it stands out from the 700 pp tune that is also available on the channel, and you can click load style and pick your own and go from there as well. Now, other than that, the final bit for you to need is to go back to the garage and follow me on the setting street. Okay, here we are, back at the garage. Bang on 600 pp, 1.61 is what this is being done with. Any updates I will go through and leave them in the comments or in the description, so make sure you check in any previous ones that have been done and always check the description. Okay, let's get back to this build though. 491 brake horsepower, 2-litre engine, just over 1200 kilograms. This thing is absolutely fantastic. Now on the straights it will hit 181, however here's the caveat to that. Down the rest of the track, it is absolutely sublime. As soon as you hit lap 4 and those grip levels just suddenly change, that's it. This thing is an absolute monster. It tears up the track. You're putting 3.5 seconds a lap between you and Cockabun, and that is the way to look at it. Let's get back into this build then. Sports hard tyres are what you need first. Body height adjustment, 95 at the front, 120 at the rear. Your anti-roll bar 7 at the front and 10 at the rear. The damping ratio compression is 40 at the front and 45 at the rear. And the expansion is 90 at the front and 50 at the rear. Now the natural frequency is 2.5 at the front and 2.35 at the rear. The negative camber angle is 3 at the front and 2.2 at the rear. Toe angle is a toe out of 0.10 at the front and a toe in of 0.05 at the rear. Initial torque is 6 at the front, 8 at the rear. Acceleration sensitivity is 20 at the front and 15 at the rear. And braking sensitivity is 15 at the front and 20 at the rear. Now the front rear torque distribution, I've gone for a 50-50 split on this one. It's different to the 700 pp tune I've done. However, this car can do the entire race without needing to change the tyres. It is formidable. You could do the entire thing and not need to worry one iota. It is spot on. Aero, front 150, rear 250. ECU is dropped all the way to 70%. 122 kilogram ballast position on -50, and your power restrictor gets reduced to 89%. Now the fully customizable racing transmission stays at 380. Manual adjustments and make these changes, okay? First gear is 1.951, second gear is 1.460, third gear is 1.150, fourth gear is 0.952, fifth gear is 0.813, and sixth gear is 0.701. Final drive of 3.500, revving at 7,000 RPM on the money, and that's everything else that you have installed on this absolute beast. Now, before you go anywhere, this is the best way to get a win at Tokyo, and also what to do in future if you don't get your clean race bonus. Smash that subscribe button, people. Watch this. Here we go, we're at the end of this race. Fantastic. You've missed a blinder. I was going to record it and then I just chose not to, but Tokyo Expressway, I haven't been here for a long time. I've done a 209.5 in this. You can see it's about 180, then you get to the end, you have to start braking. I'm on sports hards, but this Delta HF Integrale rally car here is astonishing. Fuel map 1, 10 laps. So you know that you could stretch that out and eke out a no-stop strategy. You can decide that. You can do that yourselves. You're pretty capable. You know what you're doing. Now, look at the lead to Cockabun, 30 seconds. And I've wrote a lot of stuff down that I want to go through with you. And I'll go through it when we get to the end. But look at that, I'm starting to get all the back markers now. Now, we were already catching these up on lap 9, so 3 laps ago. And then we've come into pit, and now we're lapping them again. So it's been such a fantastic race. Now, it was lap 4 when I suppose the track dried enough to give you that grip for you to suddenly feel and go, yeah, that's definitely drying out. That's much dry. You could actually feel, you know, through whether it's a wheel or even if you're using a pad, it's enough for you to feel and go, yeah, spot on, that's it, that's done. You don't need to change the tyres at all. I've had these on for the entire race. When I pitted, don't change for the tyres. Just don't. There's not much point because it's for 2 laps. So the choice is yours. You can either do 2 laps, pit, and then put 2 laps of fuel in and go to the end and just absolutely gun it to the end. You could do that. You know, it's entirely up to you. You're losing a little bit of time anyway at the start, so maybe it's not that bad. Or you could do it like I did, lap 10, come in and then put 2 laps of fuel in, and then you could you know, just race to the end like I've just done with a 30+ second lead to Cockabun. So let's just go through this just while I switch that over. So top speed you seen was about 180 mile an hour and a 209.5 and a 31 second lead to Cockabun, 51 seconds then to Sassuolo. And I mean, come on, no one else stood a chance, did they? Okay, so lap 4, when I was behind Gallo, that's when I've ended up with the track improving. So that's when that improved. The reason I've only got 550 there, if I move it on, is because I haven't got the clean race bonus. Now, I'll go through that with you in a minute. Very important. Now, lap 8, 9 second lead over Cockabun. Obviously 3 laps of fuel remaining, fuel map 1. Lap 9, it was 12 seconds, so you're gaining 3 seconds a lap roughly. Lap 10, we started going through the back markers. I pitted at the end of lap 10. Don't change the tyres, 2 laps of fuel. And then what happened then was, when I came out, Cockabun had pitted as well. So it looked like he had a 46-second lead. When Cockabun came back around, got to that start-finish straight, it was 28 seconds it dropped to at the lowest point. So I went for the lowest point because obviously he's gaining speed down that long straight and you're still building it up. So by the time we've got to the top of that first corner, by the time he's got roughly about there, it was about 28 seconds. But from then on, he didn't stand a chance. You've just stretched that out, eked it out, and got a nice easy win. Now, when I say I only got 550,000 credits, this is an 825k race. Now, what happened for me was one of the back markers, I think it might have been Heisel or someone like that, as we got to that last hairpin, they barreled through and into everyone. It was like Skittles at the start. They knocked into everyone, took everyone out. And because of that, you're going to lose it. So you need to make sure you're not bashing into anyone. Don't be smashing into the walls. You know, make sure that you're very careful on those first few laps, especially in this car. Because the last thing you want is to have any drama later down the line and lose out on the extra 300,000 credits. So with all that in mind, take that away. Consider subscribing and joining this community. It's fantastic. I'd love to welcome you on board. And if you've enjoyed this video, please smash that like button as well. So other than that, have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I will see you on the next great video. Take care.